Hi guys, my name is Landon. I'll be going over the CLG CT side in their recent match against Renegades for this higher power PC 15K. What we're going to look at is CLG setups, what they do right, what they do wrong, and a few areas where they could improve. I want to look particularly at economy control and a little bit on decision making. CLG ends up losing a lot of rounds on the CT side, not because of being outplayed, but because of small unforced errors and Renegades reacting in a quick pace. So we're going to start on first round, and we're going to look and see what does CLG do well and what kind of ideas do they have. As this half progresses, I believe CLG slowly devolves. They lose a little bit of their structure in their play. Their first few rounds are I think they might be somewhat anti-strats of Renegades. We're looking at this as an isolated demo, so we don't know what Renegades' normal post-round strats are or what they do with anti-ecos. But what you're going to see is FNS looks middle, and then I'll pause this real quick. FNS looks middle. Oop, hit tab. FNS runs up here, goes through, checks. He saw Nifty down here, and then he saw two or possibly three if you have 4x3 not on. Then you can see the third guy right over here. And so they're anticipating this A take. If you look at CLG's setup, it's already pre-designed to counter this pistol setup. Same thing's gonna happen on third round. You're going to see CLG doing a lot. They do a lot of good things early on to prevent bomb plants. And if you ask me, that's probably the most important thing on the CT side the first few rounds is denying those bomb plants as you win the rounds. Gusta's waiting for the trades. Now he's going to peek out, get him, and round over. Good, simple round. I'm pretty sure it was anti-strat. Either way, they played it well. Okay? Let's talk about the second round here and what you want to do on anti-eco. Now, you have multiple paths on anti-eco of what you can and can't do. Um, I'm sorry, there's nothing you can't do. You can do anything you want anti-eco. The point is to make sure that it conforms to how you want to play the map. And so what you can see from CLG here is going to have 2 rifles and 3 SMGs. Let's fast forward a little bit. They're going to go ahead and nade down middle. The nades down middle have a lot of good utility, honestly. It stops any possible mid rushes, it does a little bit of damage, and it helps Kusto with the M4. Because in case they have helmets, which 3 of them do, it's still a 1 click. And, you know, if you're facing a deagle, for example, it's a little different winning and losing sometimes. So they're trying to maintain control. Kusta's hiding because he has the rifle. We want Cutler to do the entry, mainly because you want the attention on him so the info can spray them all down. Fortunately for them, why he's 2-clicked, and Kusta cleans up, which is good. But something that's a little weak on this map is Ethan's progression arches. They don't seem to be in sync with Kusta, and they're slightly off-played. Example of this is going to be kind of what Ethan does right here. He's going to go ahead and get flashed by Kusta in just a few seconds. Fast forward. Now Kusta falls back because he's late. He doesn't want to lose the M4. He throws a flash. Ethan peeks. That guy goes to the Unfortunately, but what is the worst part though is right here. Kusta has no HP. He's trying to hide, and Naf is going to go apartments. Ricky doesn't know if the terrace is falling back, and again they want to deny that bomb plant. So FNS is peeking. He's trying to gather information so that way they can make an informed decision. The point isn't to win the round. The point right here is to plant, peeks out, gets lit, and now Kusa's in a very bad position because he has 5 life in the back of sight. He's going to wait for his teammate Ricky to rotate over, and they're going to do a nice little crossfire. Ricky peeks, Kusta gets the kill. Now, why this is really hurtful to CLG is what happens to their economy afterwards. So yeah, wait a second for the support to update, wait for them to buy. And we will pause and look at the CLG economy and kind of where they're at in this match. Now, they're not under any threat of losing this round at all. There's no bomb plants. They know for a fact Renegades isn't going to buy this round. They have Glocks, no armor. That's why they probably bought more SMGs. That's why FNS is on a CZ and he's not worried about it. It's also because his money is extremely low right now. Not really building a good bank. On these rounds in particular, Kusta is getting a lot of these kills. They're not even getting the SMG bonus money. It's coming down to a lot of investment that's not getting any type of payback. And because of that, you're gonna see what kind of happening is terrorists are gonna run this strat into apartments. They're gonna be heard by a molly that comes out from FNS. He's gonna molly stairs, and they're gonna get a little bit of a sound cue from a molly. Now, I believe this is a strat that Renegades runs simply because of the rotation is a little early from CLG towards just apartments. Because what you're going to see from Kusta is he completely abandons Archway and moves over to site. So once again, guaranteed they don't plant. And also, it's a great spot, good crossfire, and they're not worried about the terrorist team. They know the terrorist team's going to walk up through middle around arches to be as the guys push down. It's a good estimation, or it's a good read from FNS about how to hold here. But, once again, the M4's got a bunch of those kills. So let's go ahead and look at the money for CLG. They're running 3 SMGs right now, and their money's kind of all over the place. Economy control, really important, and they put themselves in a bad situation. Good news, though, is because Renegades never got a bomb plant, look at their money, they have no ops right now. That's absolutely crucial for us because if they're not opping, they have a little more opportunities to do some wide peaks or also just to control the map and not be at risk of that. So what CLG is going to do at B is they're going to nade down, get banana controls, and throw their mollies to make sure everything's good on here, okay? They're going to start spamming down here, just draw attention to themselves as the mid guys go ahead and smoke off, just maintain control, no pushing through. They're taking these fights, but it's totally okay. They have backup in the corner right there, so they're able to really fight this hold well. As the B guys fire down, one's going to smoke and fall back, just to maintain control of banana. He's going to fall off a bit of control, but the T's aren't going to provide for that to find out. So on this rotation right now, once again, Ethan's rotation a little off here. It's unfortunate because he throws the flash, and as he throws the flash, it's about to pop. Cutler's going to peek out. He's got it right. Now, pause. Oops. Pause. This is where we have a problem. Is they know that Azir is flanking behind them right now. Is behind him right now. But if you notice, Gusta's still watching middle. They know the bomb's there, but my thing is, Kusta's still watching middle, he's watching apps. They're not really acknowledging that guy that made it through Archway. It's not good because of what's going to happen here. I mean, this guy's on the kill feed right there, and they know that there's a fourth, so it's a little silly. This is the worst part, though, is if we go to FNS, he doesn't turn because of a call. He's going to turn here because he hears him. Not because of a call from anyone, and they just get wrecked from that. So I'm actually going to go back to deaths, watch that one more time. So he gets that kill, and because he got peeked by a zero there, he's now going to peek out. Kusta's trying to walk forward, not give away his position, but JKS is going to peek out. Now Kusta's not in a great position there because he's really dependent on FNS, but the risk reward there of that setup, one there and one over on apartment side, with one Mia and one over by Arches, you have other options. FNS is the late game strat caller, or Kusta is in a position to make an informed decision either way. They know they have a guy pushing down B, they just need to stall out. I would like to see CLG make a better mid-round adaptation to use a crossfire or just simply acknowledge the guy flanking library earlier on to make sure, he doesn't push through and clear sight like that. That's absolutely going to be crucial. Ricky knows bombs down middle, which is good, but again, oops. He's going to push through, he looks for the bomb, and he's killed. Again, I wasn't in the calm, so I can't say for sure, but it looks like the CLG didn't know Azir was flanking so fast, or that Azir was even flanking at all, one of the two. Because again, it's the footsteps by FNS that really affect it. Let's pause and look at the money real quick. Right now for CLG's money, they're kind of broke. They've just bought out, but again, oh, I'm sorry. Hasn't updated yet. Let's pause. Let update. Bye. Okay. They're kind of broke. Um, everyone's pretty much bought out. Ethan has a little bit of money, but not much. And again, they have they have a SMG, 2 low rifles, an M4, and an op. It's a pretty okay buy. Nothing's too terrible about it. And honestly, it can work on this map, especially given how many kills they got, 2 lived. Again, no bomb plants. They know the money for the T's isn't incredibly strong. Gusto doesn't think that they have an enemy offer, I'm assuming, simply because economy control. You know, no one really is going to be buying off in this round, so they have a slight advantage kind of on top of the field. They're going to go ahead and look at that. Now, the CTs don't have the economy here to stay down B and try to control it, since they're saving their economy to stop the push, stall the push in, or possible retakes. So, the T's could have done a better job, honestly, trying to manipulate that a little bit, trying to use up the B utility, possibly for rotations or anything at all. Let's pause real quick and look at this setup. So Kusta's opping there, Cutler's here, and FNS is watching that. They are stacking hard right here, which is great because it shows not only team trust but team structure. They have everything under control and they're playing as a team. So Kusta here is going to get the entry kill, and then once he gets the entry kill, Cutler's going to get the follow-up kill as everyone goes for Kusta, and then anyone after is going to look down at Kusta and get killed by FNS. So it's a good setup. Line, he falls back, Cutler beats one, boom, they get a lot of entries, beautiful. Cutler comes up huge on the second kill. And then secure rotation, they have mid control, they have hardware control, everything is great. T's are walking towards B, and look at this. They have utility, they're just stalling out to try and make an informed decision about rotations. He hears them jumping, so he calls for the flash. Tears off the T's. Again, they're just stalling. They don't want to take the fight because they don't want to lose their money. Period. Like, they know they don't have money to really rebuy again. They're just going to stall out. He's going to fall back and save, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Yes, they're going to have an AK and up in the next round, but they're not going to be getting any money for the round themselves. So unless they do work with the AK and the then they come up slightly ahead. Again, if CLG had better money, they'd be chasing him down right now. But the fact that 2 guys don't have kills yet and all the money is on Kusta, who's broke, they're not chasing. They're letting him save because, again, economy control. But it's great because now they've forced them into this round where they really aren't going to have a lot to work with. Period. Fast forward a little bit. Times 2x. Go to 1x. Okay. Again, pretty much save across the board. Small bank going, which is solid. Renegades can start pushing at B. Again, there's no nades coming down B for banana control. They're saving them for the hold. They know they have the pistols. They're not trying to do much more than just control the site. I think on eco rounds, it's still good to maintain banana control because having map control, especially on eco rounds, I feel like it's important. But they didn't want to fight the AK, is what I'm assuming. They were afraid that their spawns were too bad that they didn't want to go ahead and take that battle because they would have been late. But it's just giving Renegades the ability just to take B control because they know no one's here right now. In fact, that they're able to gap close that much. Look at this. Do a 4-speed real quick. Look at the space they have to fight with now. Based on positionings, one arches, one's up there. They're doing somewhat close fighting against Glocks. You know, so we'll see how the CTs respond. If you look at the CT setup right now, they're doing double sight and 1 archway. That way, the archway guy is taking long fights, which is really good. It's probably Kusto with Yob. And the 2 guys there are going to be able to mow down anyone, assuming they're going to do like a quick flash entry somewhere. Let's go ahead and start looking. AZR's waiting. That's a flash. Just for a quick little fire. My thing is they have so much utility right now, and they're not using it at all at B. Like they kind of have a hunch someone's there. I would like to see them use a little bit of utility, like a molly, a nade, or something, because they're both gonna get boom. Look at the hold, which is good.
Terrorists win.
Nice, clean, easy kills. It is always dangerous to pull out a nade, always, so it really comes down to playstyle. CLG wants to be a team that takes the aim duels, and that's fine. Like, obviously it works, but as a idea for other things you could do, throw them some mollies. Call them out. You do give away your position when you molly for the inside guy, but based on the sound cues we're already given, not too much issue. This round, look at the economy. They're into another save. Now CDs have a decent bank going. And they're just plowing up. Kusta gets a double, which is great. Oop. Actually, I want to pause that one thing real quick. So Kusta just got 2 click. Not too big a deal, but as you notice, he didn't have a helmet. And with Kusta's bank, I would have preferred for him to have a helmet, honestly. It's 350, it's not too much, and you know you're facing Glocks. If you're playing middle on Inferno, there is a chance you can get rushed like that. And I know P250 has been nerfed, it's not gonna one-click here anymore, for example. Actually, no, take that back. If he had a helmet and he got dinked, he would have lived. If he didn't have a helmet, he would probably insta-die, because it's still a one-click like that. My apologies for saying that. I know you get 2-clicked by a CZ either way, but what if they had P250? What if they had Glocks? For a 350 investment with a 45 bank, it's worth it to have a helmet. I'm going to call that an unforced error. Simply because it's an error that occurred that another team op, if he hits that shot, calling me down, he gets traded. And now have an op and potentially an AK in a 2v3. You're giving Renegades room and opportunity to you do have them enclosed and they don't have huge advantages and you're not going to lose it. But you're still just giving them weapons to do work and still hurt the economy. BT's a big bank here, that's solid. Let's see how they respond now that they have tons of money. Okay, this will be the first full buy round from Renegades. They have an op, they've fully invested, they all have helmets. Let's see what happens. Now, CLG, they have so much utility, they know this is a gun round, they're going to do a gun round strat, they're going to nade down Banana just to maintain Banana control, to make sure that, you know, boom. Renegades try something at B, they're punished for it just like that, IV4 advantage. Beautiful. They're going to push up mid here because they know there's 3 at B, and they're going to try and get into the site before CLG can get back from B. Here are the nades of utility. Entry by Kusta, FNS dies at the library. Let's pause real quick. So, Azir occurs 2 at library and then Ricky gets the trade. It's unfortunate that that happened, but unfortunately, you know, people get outshot sometimes. AZR hitting those shots is massive for the round because it creates so much space. Cutler sitting up here just waiting, the other guy's over there. They're in a good setup right now. They have full control from Banana. They know no one's there. He's in sight and the guy's in library. They're just going to sit here and wait it out. The flash there is for Cutler to peek. He doesn't see anyone. Be a waiting aim at this point. The Banana guys come all the way into apps. Now he's spouting apps, checking everything. Now they have him squeezed into pit. Now they do not know if they haven't walked back out yet, for example. So Ethan's going back to double check, thinking maybe they walked B. Now it's clear, okay, let's go ahead and just hold for the A take. As they go in, they check on Cutler. Now no one's positioned for the trade, so it's another 2v2. Ethan's in apps, Ricky's coming around. Flashed in sight, that's good. He knows one's back there, so always good. Pause Molly. Molly him out. Holds the angle in case he runs away. He's not going to be able to make it. And now Ricky's going to push in for the 1v1. Shots, he dies, round's over. But see how they were at a position earlier with flank coming down here, one here and one over here, they had enough control. They did. But they were scared about the rotation going back to B. At that point, I would recommend playing together on the A site and playing to retake at B. Because what you're going to see on these next 2 rounds is CLG Gaming has a really good B retake. And not only do they have a solid B retake, it's extremely methodical. It doesn't work twice, but it's extremely good. And if they were a little bit faster, it would work because they lost both times to bomb. That's all that happened. At Banana, they fully bought. They have tons of utilities. Instead of pushing out game Banana control, they're playing it safe. They're not going to contest it. It would have been spawn based. So they're just going to sit here in B as the mid guys are sitting here holding, waiting for any type of sign or aggression. Usually gets the kill in apartments, which is good. He falls back into big pit. That alleviates pressure from the middle just a little bit. Now there's again just stalling out, and the B guys are holding. There's no intel yet from anyone based on where they're all. They're just sitting waiting for plays. So they're just getting positioned, looking over the smoke, trying to see when it's walking through. And we're going to see a B execution in just a second. Now that molly is good. They're waiting for the flash. The flash never comes. Now Ricky thought there was flash. Didn't happen. He flashes, gets killed on the trade. It's a tough call. Sometimes you get to make that flash, sometimes not. My thing is, flashing that can help, but big risk. Because you're already smoked off, you're playing 1v1. It's a good play though, because if you don't flash, then you can get just absolutely wrecked because they know exactly where you are at. I'm gonna hit the zoom button, and let's look at this retake. Where the molly off there, they know he's not there. We have one back here. They're just taking a long time to retake. They have numbers, they have information, he's not over there. In fact, you get the good trade there. Now, they have to run all the way to the bomb. Doesn't get it. Just a little late for Costaman. Just a little bit. So now, money. Again, a little weak. You know? They're going to force up on this. But if you go back to like the second round where they lost all those SMGs, that would legitimately be the difference for Kusta right now. Actually, no. That would be the difference for Ethan right now. That's fine. Able to everyone get in fours by dropping and using good utility, so that's solid. Right now, Renegades is running a default where they're just looking to gather information and make a long call. They're trying to figure out the utility from CLG. But now they're mid right now. He's great. Now it's up, there's one left mid. Guys are getting information from over there. They're just sitting and waiting for the ability to drop out. Now with that smoke, they know one's close down man. They have banana control. They don't know how many are down there, but they know one is close on banana control for sure. So they start falling back to B. I think this fight looks like based on the setup. So you're gonna see them start making their way over towards B. They're gonna follow outward. They have a lot of utility left. They have smoke, splash, one molly. They expect one over here. They flash. He gets the kill. Now they're rushing B. Ricky here is trying to stall the retake, but he's blinded. He's mollied. Smoked off. He has a little bit of a gap right there. Thanks to the molly that was thrown down earlier. So with some luck, he's able to manipulate Renegade's small error there. And now CLG slips their retake. And that's why I think CLG's B retake is so strong. Because when they retake it, it's extremely methodical. You know, they're stalling, they have a few spam spots, checking top, checking low. Okay, they're good. They have one guy coming in from banana. Pardon me. But the rotation is so late. He's walking in. They don't really have time at this point. And because of the time and how long he's taking to come up banana, they're trying to break really late retake. Based on these trades, it's going in their favor, but how much time do they have? Now he's down to banana. Kusta moves close, doesn't get it, he's dead. Rotation is too late coming in for banana. If that was maybe 4 seconds faster, it would have worked. What they're trying to do is they're trying to do a really late retake, not only to hurt, you know, T economy, but also to really not give the T's a lot of time to work with. You know, it's very boom, 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 like a 12-second execution on a site. Extremely quick. CLG would have executed a little bit sooner of the retake. It would have been a positive for them. That walk down B just took too long. It really hurt them. So now they're forced to save. CLG slowly falling behind. They have a deagle at B, trying to get a quick little pick, but they don't have any real map control. That's all he can out. Rugi's gonna come up closer. You have to see Z. They get entry'd. FNS is able to get one kill, but can't recover the gun. He can't recover the gun. Nope. Renegades protecting the. Oh, he is able to recover. Okay. Renegades is able to lose the AK, which is good. FNS and Cutler now are going to try and save that AK. Let's fast forward. There's not much really forward in on this one.
Bomb has been planted.
You go saving Big Pit. They're just chilling. They're hunting for the AK. They don't want him to save it. Cutler kills 2. Saves the AK. Huge. Being able to save is what matters the most because, again, CT economy. Having a small bank always matters. Technically now they're in a position where if they lose this, they have to save again. Color can drop an op for Google. So that's nice. Banana guys are not maintaining control of Banana. They're giving it up to Renegades. And because they're giving it up to Renegades and just holding the site and trying to play the site, Renegades is going to slowly start to abuse that. Because they know, oh, there's nothing there. Let's apply pressure. When you keep applying pressure here, you're going to limit the amount of rotations you're allowed to pull. Because Renegades is keeping utility honest. They're hitting B just enough of that, and they're investing in utility that they're not going to be able to rotate one off of B often. They have to play that 2B, especially once they have all the way up to sandbag control, with as much time on the clock. So there's the execution. They're drawing a little bit of utility out from CLG, which is good. With one smoke, they're able to draw out one of the CT smokes. I think a flash also, I'm not positive. I did see a third nade, but I don't know where it came from. Could have been a line from the. But now they're just waiting it out. And again, look at the bomb middle. They're just really just applying pressure at this point. And CLG is starting to think, is this a fake? Or are they still here? So they're going to start using utility here to try and sell the execution when it's really just a fake. Flash, the run in. He's going to run around. And he's going to be able to squeeze wide in through here because they rotate off to coffins. Be able to run off the coffins. He gets the kill on CT spawns. I have no idea. Bomb's going in. Sold the fake. Simply because CLG didn't keep banana control. Hey guys, come up. They're able to squeeze in 3v2. The guys in the big pit were isolated off by utility, Molly, and then they're able to skip the plant. CLG is not in position to retake. They're going to go try and attempt to save it. We fast forward it. We're going to see them push down. And Renegades doing a really good group. You know, CLG lost 2 retakes that they successfully retook because of time. And that's why they sent them back economy. And what you're going to see from CLG here is just a little bit of, I don't want to say unhinged, but non-structured play. They're going to start kind of doing peaks and trades that are a little desperate because they're kind of playing behind the loop right now. And so what type of setup we have at A right now? We have Big Pit site and Library site over here. Kusa once again is opping, maintaining control as best they can. Banana guys don't have any B control, so Renegade's going to try to do the same thing. They're going to throw the same nades. Here comes a smoke and a flash. Don't know. Oh, that was CLG smoke. Okay. So now they're starting to contest a little bit on sandbag, just to make sure that they can, you know, apply a little bit of pressure. They're sealed. They're 2v2 there. So it's a 2v3. Bombs down. They have mid control, and they're just switching information at this point. They're just trying to see like, what are they doing? What do we want to do? They have mid. CLG is not going to try contesting it. They might throw like a molly or something, but they're not going to try retaking it from them. They're playing sight. So Renegades are going to fall back from B. The B players don't have any more utility. They used them all. I don't think there's anything going on. They threw a flash over, it's smoked down, and now They're starting to realize, oh, it's a fake. It's going to go down. It's been enough time. So now they're spotting through. Unfortunately, Kusto loses the duel in library. So if Kusto wins that duel in library, then he's going to be able to assist his teammates here on Cutler to a crossfire. Because he lost that duel, he gets picked there. Cutler's in a terrible position, and they know one's still left, and they have that much control. That much control is only a few spots he could really be. Like at this point, really, he's either sorry, bring it back up, map. Close it. At this point, there's either someone here, someone in here, someone here. Like that's simple. Possibly someone there too, but they know to look for color. They know there's one more for sure. And again, the B rotation's late. So B guy's gonna fall back and then try and save it. Renegades knows for a fact that they're trying to save. Then hunt him down. So let's see what CLG can do now. You know, they're trying to zap the situation. One of them. Go to 4th speed, so we just talk for 1 second. If you look at their money, come on, turn off. Oh, for speed. There we go. Okay, cool. So look at their money real quick. They just did pistol save just because they can try and get a gun, try and save it. They have enough for a full buy, and they want to be able to buy out on last round. And so they are just playing play pretty much close quarters. What I want to identify real quick is you look at all the rounds CLG has lost so far. If you pull up the map, remember how they had a nice little setup over here? I think it was 5th or 6th round on a gun round. They were maintaining control of the map. And what's really spiraled out of control the last few rounds is how much control Renegades is taking from CLG. CLG last round was entry in library. That was first point of contact. They were not contesting the middle, and that's fine. You do not need to contest the middle. But if you're not contesting the middle and you're not contesting banana, then you are literally giving that much of the map to Renegades. And if you're giving them that much control of the map, you are playing based on out aiming and crossfiring your opponents. And when you have one guy in library getting entry with 0 trade possibilities, then you have these guys in here. If you have like one guy here and one guy here like they had, the only trade possibility is the guy's planting in sight. Can't trade that because he died. He's stuck here. He can run around there, but then he's be peeking. Actually, I probably a better play is to run around there, honestly. Probably a much better idea. But it's these mid-round adaptations, you know. Cutler started here, and he didn't want to move because he wanted to try and lame the planner. But that's not really a good option anymore. Now he's going to stay there and look over here, but he wasn't. He was still taking these fights here. He's going to push and try and kill him. It's these mid-round adaptations that CLG just isn't getting right. They're not trying to read the opponent and make good informed decisions or just go into the map with like, okay, we're going to maintain map control and maintain economy control from the very beginning. You know, oh, these guys are on really limited utility right now. Let's abuse that, you know? Especially on T side, you know, if you're on a side where you're really doing well, and you know the CTs are a little weak, use the utility up. Try and force it out. That way they don't have it for retakes later on in the round. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what they try and do here. Kusto's just peeking for information, trying to get an intel. And over at B, same flashes, same everything. They're not doing more or less than what they've done in the previous round. You know, they molly that, made that. One smoke there, just one, and then a flash. One guy's making noise. Because there's only one player here, sorry, let me phrase that. They've always known there's only one player there. They've never given off more information than that, besides for a second smoke nade later on. Players. So again, Renegades keep their B control, and that's letting them get so much control on middle. Whoops. For middle. And so let's see how they want to execute this. Right now they're rotating over. The guy at B is just trying to spot, trying to be like, okay, is it stacked? What's going on? They're going to walk up because they don't want to give away any information at all. And now they're going into sight, checking, looking around, and they made it. The B faked worked. Rotated. Worst thing about that being stolen though is the fact that, actually no, they were able to save 1 AK. Usta is able to pick it up there. Good. And then he falls back. Fall back and able to save it though, that's the real question. Boom. Okay, so let's look at this final round. Pause right before freeze time ends. Okay, so let's start off by looking at the economy situation. Full buys, full buys. Kusta is going to be a little light on utility, I think. Nah, he's going to be fine. So what we're going to see is full buys in both teams. Let's see how CLG wants to respond to this round. Okay? Again, you think back to the rounds they've lost. They've lost quite a few rounds at B, but they've been winning their retakes at B. So, things that they might be overthinking and scared about how they've been playing, they've been winning the retakes. They just slightly misplayed them themselves. So now you see CLG doing what they should have done earlier, maintain banana control. You know, they're able to get that. It's good. Unfortunately, there's no one there for Renegades now to gather that. They're going pretty quick to A, and this is what I love. They're just walking through. Literally just walking through. They're gonna flash through. They get absolutely wrecked. But the walkthrough was actually, I think, a great tempo change. It was a little obvious during it on the last round, in my opinion, but Renegades was playing a really informed game, and then they switched to doing this is when they might be caught off guard. So yeah, they had the setup for it, but Renegades had the numbers for it. Now they're just playing this retake to see what happens. 3v2. No trade potential coming in there. He's going for the shot. Unfortunately, he misses. And that leaves these guys to have to push through and peek these guys. Just stall out. Peeks big pit. Big trade. They lose all 3 1v1s. And since they are able to win all the 1v1s, it's GG there. But the fact that they walked out just caught them a little bit off guard. They used the numbers to their advantage and just took it. Beautiful. That could also be a trend of Renegades where now they have a habit of going up speedway side and not really arch side, and because of that, that's why they always do these stacks over here. I want to go back actually real quick to look at one thing. Come on, sorry for the slow load. Okay. Let's review this round in detail. So the nodes are in B control. Now let's look over here at the CT setup. Now instead of doing the 3 over here, they're doing the 2 and the 1. Now, the 2-1 definitely works. They have that crossfire, they have that here, but it's a little weak when the smokes are flashed off. So right now they're going to execute. Now look at that one. Second, Nath comes out. Oh, sorry, I forgot. So that's actually why. FNS throws a smoke middle, and as he throws a smoke middle, he comes out apartments. Just really unfortunate timing. That's why he didn't get the trade. That's why the setup kind of fails a little bit. Just bad timing on that resmoke. But if your teammates are already fighting out here, that smoke middle is not going to do anything. And the smoke middle was probably there because they were afraid of some guys coming up from like B or something like that, you know, like a 4-1. But the problem is, teams are already out. You know, they're actually over there. If there's a molly or like a nade, I can understand that a little bit, but not a smoke. Because they're not going to be pushing through that smoke. Apartments is already out, they're not going to be wanting to nade that. That's just my 2 cents on what I think CT side could really do. I don't feel like CLG really monetized very well. If they were able to not only control their CT economy a little better, but also just manipulate against Renegades, use your mollies early, use your smokes, kind of bleed out what Renegades has, maintain map control, then you have more options at your disposal. A lot of people died with a lot of utility. They died with a lot of utility, didn't really contribute to their round winnings, didn't contribute to saving money. It was just an hindrance for them. That will be all I'm doing today though. I'm just doing the CT side of CLG. I'll be doing the terrorist side later. I just don't want to make a super long video. So I'll have that up later on. And here, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.